Greetings, dragon lovers. Today we are looking at Wyrmspan, a Wingspan game, coming to us from Stonemaier Games. Here is your design team. Gently flip this over. So it's 1 to 5 players, 14 up, 90 minutes. You're an amateur dracologist in the world of Wyrmspan, a place where dragons of all shapes, sizes, and colors roam the skies. Excavate a hidden labyrinth. You recently unearthed on your land and entice these beautiful creatures to roost in the sanctuary of your caves. There's all the components. Flip this over and get this open. So first thing we have up front is the Wyrmspan Dragon Facts. This has all the dragons in it. It is quite lengthy and robust at 32 pages. Next up you have your Automa rulebook. I've not actually read through the solo rules. I will be doing that here soon and look at maybe doing a solo play of it. There's that. Then you have your main rulebook. And all the different actions and abilities that happen, additional rules, notes, and concepts. Select Dragon Guild powers, round and upkeep, game end and scoring, and your icon. So I will say we have the upgraded components in here. The other stuff is all cardboard, but we got the upgraded bits, and you'll see I won pretty well in our first play. So it does come with these little holders for the eggs. There's some of those eggs. And there's the rest of them. So that opens, you can see the coloring a bit better. Just cool speckled ones. So it comes with a lot of cards. We'll get to the cards here later. So again, as I said, we have the upgraded bits. So we did get the metal coins. And these are really nice. They're thick. They have the cool design on them of the wing and then the scales like such. Then you have gold, you have meat, you have, I believe they call them crystals, and milk. Each player color has a little adventure meeple. And then you have your round marker. And then you have your action cubes and your endgame scoring condition cubes. You have your guild markers. Like so. These are cave cards, we'll get to those. These are end of round goals. You'll deal 4 of these out at the beginning of the game randomly on one of the 2 different sides. And you're going to be whoever has the most of these, second most, third most, and so on. And then down here is for solo play. And there are all those different end goals, so quite a few of those. Get those back in here. Alright, you got your guild cards. They have 2 different sizes, a 2 to 3 player and a 4 to 5. So that on these, what it is, you're going to be going around a guild board. Pull that out right quick. Here is that guild board. So one of these will go in the middle. You'll have your guild token. Various things will give you this symbol. You'll move around here, getting those resources. When you get to the bottom and the top, you'll be putting cubes on here. Wherever there's an open spot, then you'll get what's listed there or end game points. So again, there's the guild board with all that different stuff on it. Let's go through these really quick. You have the Rainforest Guild, the Plains Guild, the Guild of Seafarers, and the Guild of Highlands. So then here's those other sides. as such. Now we have this bag of cards. In this one, you have your solo cards, the Automa difficulty levels, the Ravel mode difficulty levels, and then these are how to play cards, how to win, and then quick start suggestions for your first few turns, and then what to do in future turns. And then there's a little symbology on the bottom. So you get 5 sets of that. Let's look at these solo cards. As I said, I haven't really read through the solo, so I'm not sure exactly. I'm going to assume you're flipping cards over and then doing various actions or stopping actions or some form of action, because it's an action game. So there's those cards. Next up you have your first player marker. Then you have your card display. Your dragon cards go here, your cave cards go here. Card mat. Here's that round tracker. So you'll have the goals there. Whoever gets first, second, third, all others, or if you have none of the item, then you go down to all others. This shows you, here's your round tracker. You activate any end of rounds, then you do the scoring, then you refresh the markets, and you gain 6 coins and an egg. So, round tracker. You have 5 player mats. I'm just going to show you one of them. So on this board, it gives you your different actions. You can excavate, entice, or explore. Return your adventure here at the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, discard down to 9 total cards, 9 coins, 9 resources. You can store 2 eggs there. At any time, you can convert any 2 into 1. So when you do these different actions, excavate, you're going to put the coin here, and then you're going to look at the column you're going to excavate, and these other ones over here have eggs. Entice is going to be a coin, and then whatever the cost is printed on the dragon, and then you play them into the cave that they are habitated to. As long as it's been excavated, these first 3 have been excavated, as you can see. But otherwise, you have to play the cave cards on the rest of them. That is where excavate came in. Explore. You're going to choose which cavern you want to explore. You'll put the coin there for your first time you go through, a coin and an egg the second, a coin and 2 eggs for the third, for running your adventure through. You start here, wherever you see the little adventurer person, that's what you get. And then you go on to the dragon, and then the next adventure, and you keep going until you get to a spot that has a stop sign, and then you're done. These spots over here, when covered, allow you to do an action of one time you can turn 3 resources, cards, or cave cards in to get a coin. So again, those are your player boards. Here are multipliers in case you start running low on resources. Let me be right back and we'll go over the cave cards and the dragon cards. So first, let's take a look at the cave cards. Those are the backs. They all have a when played ability, and then a little number up here to tell you what number card they are. So let's look at all of those. So those are all of the cave cards. Let's move on to the dragon cards themselves. So there's 2 different types of dragon cards. There's the regular dragons, and there are hatchlings. They're both considered dragon cards though. So they both have costs printed up there, and then abilities down here, but you'll notice with the hatchling, there's 3 different types of things. So the first one is whenever your adventurer moves on here, you'll do that action. Then anytime, so even whether from this or from something else, if you do it, you gain that. Then when the third one is put there, you get a special ability. So this is the same on all Wyrmlings, is they have an ability that lets you put something, either tuck a card, put food, what have you. Then when you do that, you gain something, and when the third one happens, you gain something else. Even after the third one happens, though, you can still do all the other stuff. You just only get that third one once per game, and then those are the points. Dragons are basically the same, except they only have the one ability. You'll notice they have different types. You have aggressive, you have playful, you have shy, and then the symbols on the side show you which cavern it goes into. Most hatchlings go into the bottom one. So let's start the long process of looking at the multitude of dragon cards. Here we go. There's all of your dragon cards. As I said, there was quite a lot of them. And again, that was what was all in Wyrmspan. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.